Today I'm gonna try out Izzet Blitz with Expressive iteration along with some other stuff I want to try out. So here we are in the first match on the play. And this hand seems pretty okay. I think I'll keep and just lead up with fetch for mountain and swift spear and swing in. Double expressive iteration might seem a bit clunky, but we'll see. If the matchup isn't too fast, it should be alright. But seeing as we have two of them right now, I would definitely prefer to have at least one of them be light up the stage, since that would allow us to do something else with our mana next turn. But we'll see how things play out. Since if we're if it's Expressive Control, I take that back. It's definitely way better to have Expressive iteration right now, since now we can just dig for some more stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and take Metamorphose, and I kinda wanna take the Sprite Dragon, but I also want a land, so maybe I'm gonna go with Sprite Dragon and hope to hit a land next turn. With being up against the 3 or 4 color control with Luris, I think. Yeah, probably Luris. That signals to me either Grises or... What? Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Not what I was expecting. Where did the things go? Okay. I am confused. How does this... Oh. I can only play this turn. That makes it worse somehow. A lot worse. But, well. I'm gonna... I kinda wanna cast it here, but then again, we don't really have a lot we can hit that we can cast for free, so I have to say I'm not in love with this. It definitely doesn't feel like just a simple one is better than the other. already there, and well, they have to do something here. Why are they milling? Curious. Okay, their vial is on one. Why are they playing vial? I don't see what this could be. Okay, so it's just fish. Interesting. Definitely an interesting thing to play right now. But I guess it makes sense. I don't think we can lose this matchup. I could go for another lava dart, but I think it's just better to go for Stormwing and swing in. Since next turn we can first Metamorphose and go to town with lava darts. So I'm gonna hit them for 4 unless they jump our Swift Spear here. And then next turn we are gonna get at least 5 prowess triggers. And they jump. Okay. Then yeah, no, we're actually gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prowess triggers on 3 creatures and 4 damage to them. I don't see a way they could get around this, but for now I'll just attack in. Here's a vial for Trickster, okay. And I'm gonna just go ahead and flash that, and now they have to respond again. Drown in the lava. Interesting. I'm gonna go for red on this Metamorphose. The Trickster is gonna die here. And now we can hit them for... I think that should be lethal. Yeah. 4 damage and 4 damage from the prowess. Yeah. And we can sack 2 mountains and hit them for 11. Interesting. Now that means they'll survive. So it doesn't make sense to suck mountain here. But they have 2 cards, now 3 cards in hand. They have to block at least one of them unless they go to one. They can't shock in a shock land. They can't really spreading seas. Okay. Desperation mode. I could have sacrificed it here, but wouldn't really make it enough sense with how things are playing out. Now this elicits a response from them. Need to respond here. If they have a trickster, they can survive at least. But they're still in a really bad spot, since now they have to block our Swifty with Trickster. We can just put a bolt on top and attack with Swift Spear. They need to block here, and they still need to block everything. They can't let anything through, and next turn we're gonna draw a bolt, so I don't see how they're gonna get out of this one. And here's the game, yeah. Okay, against fish. I think I'm just gonna bring in a braid and a braid for what seems the most suspect here. I'm not really a fan of mutagenic growth, especially on the draw. So I'm just gonna cut them. Maybe Stern Dismissal could also be interesting. So I'm gonna try that one out for the third mutagenic growth. Here we are in the second game. I think this hand looks pretty much like we want to have it against Merfolk, so definitely keep. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Soulscar Mage and pass the turn. We can always kill this guy next turn. Here comes a Lord, and now we'll be taking 2. And we have to mill, but milling is not really a cost right now. I'm gonna go for Wild Slash on this guy and just Lava Dart on the other guy. Yeah. Fish really doesn't have a good matchup against us. With Lava Dart being as good as it is against them, it doesn't really seem like they can do anything. Next turn we can go either metamorphose into expressive iteration or just expressive iteration. Here's the guy again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna metamorphose first. Or blue-red. I'm gonna lava dart and I think I'm gonna fetch up for steam vents and double serum visions to get the max value out of the iteration. I sequenced it that way because otherwise we could have they could have sacked their Merfolk Robert to draw a card because we would have had 8 cards in our graveyard unless we flash back the lava dart. Yeah, now we can hit them for 5 unless they run the lock, but they have 3 cards in hand, we have 3 cards in hand. Doesn't really look like they can do a lot to get back here. And now iteration, this is where it looks the best. I'm gonna... Oh. No. I'm gonna put this into... and this into Excel and now cast Metamorphose for blue-red and then Storming Entity. Into the story. Okay, well now they have some cards to play with, but they have to have some specific answers to Storming Entity. And this goes on top, this can go to the bottom, and yeah, looks like just a mash of blue-black control and Ether Marvel, which doesn't really make it have sense to me. What? Okay, I do not know what's going on anymore. How? Why? And now we just have to hope this guy's gonna get the star. We can deal 5 damage this turn, next turn. Next turn we can hit them for 6, 7, 8, and 10, but it's not gonna be lethal unless we draw a Strike Dragon. But it's not looking like they're doing much as well. Okay, I guess we're dead next turn if we don't draw anything. But I can say I definitely wasn't expecting Chalice out of the 1-drop Go deck. Okay. Now we just have to hope they don't have another Lord. And here comes Mutable and Tarpid. So yeah. What's this deck? I don't think I'm gonna sideboard anything else. But I guess Battle Umbrella over. I guess Paper Snack and right like that. Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting Chalice there. Okay, here we go. This one looks great. And we can Soulscard with Spear and just hope they don't have turn 2 Chalice. And now they're gonna lead with. I don't even know anymore. But what's happening? Their deck goes. If they go Ether Vial into Chalice of the Void, I'm gonna lose it. And now we just hope to God that we dodge Chalice of the Void here. They shock and that's it. Cool. Think I'm gonna swing in with the team here. Looks like they have Trickster to stop at least one of our attackers. But Wild Flash is gonna allow us to hit them for 4. putting them at 11, so they are really behind. I don't think it's well, unless do they want to block here? I don't see why they would. Why do they want to block here? I am confused. Very confused as to what they're trying to accomplish. What's happening? Now they're probably gonna have another powerful trickster or some other, except their sleep. And Silver Kill Adept. Okay. Are they gonna do something else? And look like it. And now we're just gonna go for red and blue and pass the turn. They want to do something, we can respond with lightning bolt. Looks like they're gonna ether gust of our Lutzcar mages. I'm gonna bottom and they take 2 and lose their silver bill. We can play Canal and pass the turn. Next turn I'm gonna go for probably Sprite Dragon into attack with the team. Looks like they want to try things here. And now they're down to 8. I'm really confused as to why they are so hellbent on playing Chalice. Expressive iteration loses some value here, but I think it's important to play it out anyway, since we're gonna miss a lot of draws of it anyway, since Chalice is in play. So it's basically strategic planning, but better since it doesn't put the card in our graveyard. Okay, well, they forced it anyway, so it didn't matter, but now they're on one card in hand and they have to keep up with our attacks. They have to jump block here, otherwise they might just be okay. They are now dead on board to Sprite Dragon, so they have to draw something here, and if we were to draw a spell, that would also, yeah, that's the game and the match. Definitely a confusing deck to go up against. It doesn't really seem that good, but my first thought when I see Creeping Tarpy definitely isn't Merfolk. Okay, second match on the play again. And this hand looks great. Keep. And I'm probably gonna start off Touch Mountains with Fear Attack. And now, depending on what they on, we can just turn to Storming. Pluto Delta again. Interesting. That means we're gonna get off Storming safely here. And we can hit them for 2. The most probable outcome here is just push on our Swift Sphere. Yeah, looks like that's what they have. And here comes push. If I had to guess, it looks like just blue luck or Esper. And I'm just gonna go ahead and hit them for 8, 9 damage. He could have threatened lethally. I think if we went for double red of mana Murphy, it looks like they would have had mana leak anyway to stop that. So now they're on a virtual 1 life unless they have something spectacular here. Looks like they don't. Cling to dust could probably save them, but they just concede. Okay. Against blue-black control, I definitely want Bedlam Reveler and Spell Pierce and Dispel. And I'm gonna cut Mutagenic Growth and Vapor Snack. It seems like a pretty clean cut. I don't really want anything else. Maybe Clinic Wildfire or a Braid could be okay, but for now I think just 5 for 5. This hand doesn't look that great, but it should be functional. We can just go Soulscar and then Sprite Dragon, and they're gonna have to answer somehow. Bit weak to Fatal Push and a bit too land heavy, especially now that we drew another fetch. But it should be alright. I would love to draw Expressive Iteration or Zero Missions, but yeah. I'll try Sprite Dragon and Swinging if they have mana leak here. So be it. And just hit them for 1 and pass the turn. If their best answer is to leave open mana leak, I'm alright with that. Inquisition. Alrighty. Yeah, now we have nothing, and that's not great. Now we're just hoping to top deck an expressive iteration to get back into the game. And here it is. Will it resolve? No. And spell piercing won't really accomplish much since they have 2 lands open to pay. So yeah. We're just gonna have to sit here and wait. Okay, well, this is looking okay. Now they have to have something big to answer us, like damnation, or yeah, they need damnation right here. Cryptic command doesn't really do it since we have this spell, and that's the game. Okay, well, this went long and was boring, but in the end we were able to win because our opponent couldn't stop flooding out. But before the Mystic Sanctuary ban, we would have definitely not won this game. Well, as for cards in the deck that we saw that did things, we didn't cast a single paper snag in these 2 league matches. We didn't really get to see the upsides of Expressive iteration that much since we mostly cast it as strategic planning, but maybe worse. And other than that, the deck is just solid as always. As far as the sideboard goes, we didn't really get much leverage out of anything, but the spells and spell pierces were nice in the control matchup. So yeah, I'm gonna continue the league off camera and I'm gonna tell you how the league went overall in the description. Thanks for watching and bye.